okay. Need to close the door, which I had forgotten to do. Hello, everybody on the internet. By everybody, I mean Sock, Beta, and Alex. That seems like everybody on the internet to me. We're here, hanging out. And beyond that, I obviously have this time sectioned out for viewer battles, but if people don't want to conduct viewer battles, I'm sure we can come up with an alternative thing to do before the battle later on, the main event. Once post Danza and I battling, I'm probably gonna hop off the stream. It's not necessarily that I am required to do so much as it's more that usually post Wi-Fi battles, it's very difficult to continue just doing like random viewer battles. Dylan, welcome to the stream, and Edward Myers, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And you are quite early today. Now, I'm happy to jump over, if people don't want to do viewer battles, I'm happy to jump over and do Smash, to do, like, the continuation of the Crystal Nuzlocke, that we had started in the last stream, with Dan, who's not here right now. He's away, and by away I mean he's probably at rehearsal for another show that he's in, the next one. Lucked out last week, Dan was in between shows, but now he's back in shows again, so he will not be here today, probably. It's the best answer I can give you. So that's an option. Note, tomorrow I will be doing my TBL battle live streamed on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GoldoaDragon, and then on Friday I will probably be streaming until something, so from like maybe like 5 to 8, that's kind of the plan. And then after that I've got my APA battle. The draft analysis for that just came out on my channel today, so if you have not checked that out already, shameless plug at the beginning of the stream, go do that. It's one of the stranger draft analyses I've ever done. Dan's on it, so that's interesting. And yeah, so it is, I'm just picturing it. It's one of the weirder things I've ever done, as far as a concept for a draft analysis video. Maybe I over-explained some things in it without telling you any information about like actual Pokemon, which is actually probably what I wanted to do. I spent way longer than I should have doing nothing. That's what watching my channel feels like, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so go check that out. That came out at noon today, and those battles will be coming out on Wednesdays, the APA Evolution League. Team Builders on Tuesdays, potentially. Although, we'll see about that. How many Team Builders I actually do. I did a Team Builder for this coming week, but I haven't actually edited it yet. So that's what I'm doing after the stream today, editing that. Hopefully uploading that. I've got everything else uploaded through this weekend that I need to have. I still need to record draft analysis videos for other things, as well as, obviously, once these battles are conducted, I have to figure out a way to download from YouTube streams. I don't know how to do that, so it's possible that I may just tell everybody, I may post like an update video on my channel when I'm supposed to post the Week 11 video, either with a VOD of the Week 11 video that I have like either a post-com or like just having on the background, and say go check out the Token Minority stream, or I might just be like, hey guys, so I have no idea how to download it. There's a live com edition of it on the Token Minority stream. Here's a post-com, you know, whatever you want, you know, go check those out. If I can figure out how to download it, then I have no issue, and I'll just edit it and it'll be fine. Draft analysis was top tier. Did you learn anything about any mons or anything? Like, do you actually know what any of my strategies are? How did you like the clips that I chose to include, though? Those clips were, oh my god, I was doing so good with those. I felt like I was killing it. Those were not like scripted or anything, by the way. Those were just like a couple of OU battles that I had with some of the mons that were on the team just for fun. And it was hilarious because I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like a agility baton pass with Sawsbuck as like a proof that it works, and then I got flinched by a Fire Fang, and I was like, are you kidding? Like, my Sawsbuck, my Serene Grace agility baton pass Sawsbuck just got flinched. Yeah, Dan's a good dude. Dan's a lot of fun. Bug Steel, which isn't the best typing, but maybe it is the best typing, but either way, it's probably not the best typing. At least you know Scizor is fast. Oh god, editing that video was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's possibly the most edited video I've ever done on YouTube. Like it was intense, and it was intense on my computer. It took like almost 3 hours to render that video out, just because of all of the edits that are in it, including music, including cuts, including like the screen where I'm like bringing down the Pokemon that I've drafted. That's all like obviously something that has to edit in. So just finished building a team. Yachi, Double Dance, Lando, Sub Flame Charge, Ghostium, Infernape, Shukaberry, Dragalge with Shadow Ball, Mixed Mega Blastoise, and AV Bisharp. Dude, I love these sets. These are sets that I would run. These are sets I would be proud to run. Honestly, any member of the Token Minority would run any of those sets, and they'd all be super proud of all of them. I don't know if I ever ran AV Bisharp. I can't remember if I did or not. The problem with AV Bisharp, it doesn't survive hits anyway. Ran some mad setup spam March Madness that involved an Agility Scizor. Dude, Scizor can also Agility Baton Pass. I have 2 legitimate Baton Passers in Sawsbuck and Scizor on that team. And an Agility Sash Leadly Vanny with Webs. Wow, that's a... Huh. Why would you run Agility with Webs? What Pokemon are you trying to outspeed there? But Dylan, if you haven't watched that draft analysis video, it's a doozy. Playmaker, I don't know, did I forget you? I'm sorry if I forgot you. I'm gonna keep forgetting you. But hello. I think I said hi. Pretty sure I said hi. So anyway, we're just like chilling here. We're not really doing anything right now. Alright, so after the stream, y'all should go check that out. I'd give you a sneak peek of week 1, but I'm not going to do that because I'm a meanie. Canadian Zudomon, welcome to the stream. Splurge, how's it going? Fire is bringing Magikarp Tentacruel versus Rabombi. No, Fire is bringing Z Belch Hydreigon to take on a Tapu Fini. Well, you didn't say hi until after I said hi to everybody else. So... that's not my fault. I think I slept weird. My neck hurts, like back here. Like it's just like there's a knot. It's really frustrating. I don't like it. How long am I free until I play Danza? He said he'd be ready in about an hour. About 10 minutes ago, so 50 minutes or so. A little bit worried about Sub Mega Latios. Dude, Sub Mega Latios is a threat. It's a real threat. Alright. Oh god, I got sneezed. Oh god. My sneeze turned into a yawn. I don't even know how that happened. I'm not even sure how that happened. Dude, that's brutal. I hope you feel better, man. Sorry to hear that you're getting over a cold. Lucked out, admittedly, this winter. With 1 week left, I guess I can say it at this point. I didn't get majorly ill this winter, which is pretty wild given that I did not take care of myself. It's just that I didn't interact with a lot of people. What did you say, Splurge? Alright, let's go, Splurge. Oh god, I need to get on the internet. I was going to show you guys something, but I don't remember at all what it was. I was like, oh, I'm going to keep this near myself so that I can show people on the stream. I don't remember what that was going to be. Not a clue. Slick Panther, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Glad to have you with us. Is that Mr. Panther 2? But this one's Slick. This is Panther 1, but Slick. But yeah, if you want my 5-step plan to not getting sick, step 1, don't interact with anybody. Step 2, wash your hands. That comes after step 1. Step 3 is if you feel yourself getting sick, just immediately take all the time you need off work or school. Don't get out of bed for like as long as you feel symptomatic at all. Always have a box of tissues next to your bed just in case. Step 4 is don't sleep at regular hours, because that's when the germs are most active. They're in your bed. They're like, I know he's going to sleep now. So if you don't sleep when the germs expect you to sleep, you're much less likely to get sick. And step 5 is profit, obviously. Step 5 is always profit. Now that Panther is better. Dude, I don't know. You're slicker than that Panther. AV Bisharp's going to take on things like his triple psychics between Latios, Starmie, and Musharna. Does it take an HP fighting from Latios? I don't know if he'd run HP fighting if there's any other reason for him to run that specifically, but stop that. Stop that. So I have an issue right now. Oh wait, no I don't. Is this? This is the team I faced David with, right? Yeah, that's the team I faced David. Okay, cool. Well, actually, what I'm going to do, real quick, before I go any further, is put the team for Danza in here. Okay. So that's the team for Danza for later. But... oh, wait, I need a Z move? Question mark? I think I need a Z move. No, we don't do Z moves here. Okay, cool. What's a Z move? Cool, this is the team I faced David with, so we're good. Wait, Latios? Latios doesn't get HP fighting? What? What? How does that work? How does it just not get HP fighting? Okay, so... Splurge doesn't like have half these Pokemon on his team anymore, but they're there for now. So we gotta deal with them. Legends have an IV cap? I mean, an IV cap is fine, but like, is there no combination of 3 perfect IVs and 3 imperfect IVs that would lead to HP fighting? Because if you do that, then you go to like, if you get HP fighting, then you just get it to level 100, so gen it at level 100, and then you just straight up get to bring it, get to what do you call it? Bottle cap it? Hyper train it? I'm unnerved. All HP fightings are only 1 perfect IV. Show me taunt. Nah. Nah, Splurge doesn't have taunt. That's Tangrowth. Well, Blacephalon's never existed in prior games, but Latios has. Or Latios. I can't remember if you said Latios or Latios. The Latis have existed in prior games where they would definitely be able to have HP fightings. I did just check if this was Liquid Ooze. I was kind of hoping it would be, but it's not. Apparently, this matchup didn't warrant it. Oh, because he had webs. David has webs, so I didn't want to run Liquid Ooze. I wanted to run Clear Body. But dude, Liquid Ooze Tentacruel is like... It honestly could have saved me against... Like, I almost... I think back on the game that I got swept by a Slurpuff, and I'm like, man, if I had Liquid Ooze Tentacruel and switched it on a Drain Punch and just killed itself on a Liquid Ooze Tentacruel, I would have been stoked about it. That would have been hype. That would have been so hype. He's Assault Vested. Well, because it's only been since Gen 6, I think, that Legends have had at least 3 perfect IVs. Before that, they were just random encounters. So any Legend that existed prior to Gen 6, that was obtainable prior to Gen 6, you could run an old set. Or like an old one that has the right hidden power. Who else thought the red dots were Tentacruel's actual eyes back in Gen 1? I don't... Oh. The big bulbous ones? Oh man, Gen 1 sprites are so weird. Thunder Wave. Hey. That's annoying. Fire Blast? This man is prepared for Celesteela. Dude, Gen 1 sprites are very weird. That's all I have to say about it. This Steela's got some girth to it. I'm not gonna lie. This Steela, I believe, was designed to take on pretty much anything that's thrown its way. I think it's physically defensive, though. Well, I mean, it's just a lot of HP. Oh, he switched out into Happy Slap. We'll protect. It's not gonna work. I mean, how else do you deal with a Slowbro other than intoxicating it? Like, is there another solution? Because I'm all ears. I feel like you're just gonna U-turn right now. Knock off. Aww. Aww. Toxic. Stop using Steela. No, no. I'm gonna use... If I have Steela, I'm gonna use Steela. You guys don't understand. This is a point of pride at this point. He's hurt by the Poison. The Slowbro is hurt by the Poison. Another funny thing about the Agility Scizor game, I had a lot of time to prep because I'm off school this week, so I decided to look back at my opponent's round 1 game, see if he used any specific sets a lot. To be fair, nobody can be mad at me for using Celesteela in the way that I use Celesteela, because it went round 2. Every single other person had the chance to draft it before I took it. Like, I did not steal it from anybody. Hey. 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 What's with that? What's with that? Light screen shenanigans. You showed me light screen, thunder wave, fire blast. Rocky helmet, thunder wave. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's not like Tentacruel was all that important for the rest of this game anyway. It's kind of worn down at this point. Stealth Rocks. Sludge Wave. It's going to do a little chunk. Little chunk. I know the light screen's going to help it. Yeah, that's okay. Admittedly, Tentacruel is kind of back where I started, but just paralyzed this time. Just not what you want. In all honesty, it's not really ideal. Drain Punch. Dude, I wish I was Liquid Ooze right now. Yeah, we live those. We take those. Knock off. Bop. No Scarf for you. Dude, Tentacruel's bulky, and it also resists that. This is not a physically defensive Tentacruel, though, I will admit. So that Drain Punch just, like, did nothing. Should I switch it out and keep using it against Slowbro and things? That'd be funny. I'd appreciate myself doing that. I definitely just stalled out the entire light screen, though, so it's cool. That's not gonna kill. This isn't gonna kill. Oh, it killed! I was hoping. I was hoping! Dude, the Mienshao... Tangrowth Slowbro core is brutal. At least he didn't get Torrentee. That's KB. That's KB. What? Oh, leftovers? Okay. There goes the light screen. Alright, Hariyama, strut your stuff right about now. Got Torrentee, Tangrowth, Slowking, Mienshao, Audino Core. Ugh. Ugh. That sounds awful in a lot of ways. Alright, Close Combat's coming out. It does, you know, enough. It does enough. But he doesn't have the Rocky Helmet anymore, which is awesome. You know. On a scale from 1 to awesome, it's awesome. He's gonna double out into Furball, which is the Tangrowth. Which, I mean, I clicked knockoff. Which does nothing. It does nothing. What if I toxic this too? Toxic everything. That was health, though. That was health right there. Goes out into the Mian Xiao. I feel like all of the attacks that I've done have been a grand total of 0 HP damage. In like actual damage. But that's okay. Because aside from Tentacruel being dead, we've toxicked 2 of his mons that have Regenerator, which is great. And you know, we're just doing a thing. We're just doing our thing here. Doubles out into Slowbro. Takes Stealth Rocks. Takes a Bulldoze. Takes Poison. Okay. That's some damage. That's some clean little bits of damage right there. How does one battle? Exclamation point battle, Tishen. Fill out the form, you get entered in a list, and I will go straight down that list, and I will battle everybody on it. Alright, so out comes the Aerodactyl. We've got our Hydreigon in here right now. And, that is, you know, I don't know what Aerodactyl's gonna do to me. He's probably gonna knock me, like, straight back with an Ice Fang or something crazy like that. Let me tell you, if this man roosts right now, we about to body him. We making reads out here. I mean, there was admittedly no way your Tangrowth was staying in at risk of getting toxic. You were going out into one of the 2 mons that was already toxic. Like, that's 100% what was going to happen. It's so frustrating that, like, you drafted Slowbro, Tangrowth, Mian Xiao, and Alex drafted Chansey, Toxapex, Gliscor. And I'm just here, like, guys, I just wanted to have fun battles. Ooh, we crit him. That'll work. He got rid of the rocks, which is not what you want. It's really not, admittedly, what you're looking for. Free? Free? You guys aren't ready for this move. You guys aren't ready for this tech. I bet y'all didn't even know this thing learned a Poison-type move. I bet y'all didn't even know this thing learned a Poison-type move. Sure doesn't get Sludge Bomb. Clean! Clean! Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. Z-Belch, let's go! Feels so good, man. Feels so good. Ah. Oh. Alright. Carry on with your lives, everybody. Dude, that Clef just got burped on. That Z-Belch was so free. I don't know if that was cosmic power or what that was, but he was not ready. He was not ready. That Drain Punch did a decent chunk. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I did say it before we battled. I've been saying it since I battled David, who had a Tapu Fini, that this was a Tapu Fini check. What I wanted was for him to switch in his Tapu Fini thinking he was totally safe, because one, Z Belch doesn't kill a specially defensive Tapu Fini, but after an Earth Power, I can scout out how much damage it was going to do, and then it would kill, depending on, you know, his spread. So I was so ready for him to go into Fini, be like, alright, like, he's going to switch out, and scout out, like, okay, if I do about 20% min, then my Z Belch will kill. And then I can kill him. I was so ready, guys. Alright. Put the rocks back up. Still haven't seen a water type or a psychic type move on this thing. It's missing one of them. I don't know which one, but it's missing one of them. Sebasculin, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Glad to have you with us. That Earthquake brings him down. Scald, so he does have the Water type move. Okay. So we do get the information that he has the Water type move. Unfortunately, that is going to be able to take out my Donphan. But the Poison's going to bring him down a little bit further. He can still switch out for getting Regenerator purposes, which I guess I expect him to do. But this is a free opportunity for me to go out into Heather. And I don't remember where the Mienshao is in terms of health. He's going to stay in and sack this at this point. Alright, that's fine. We get the, just kill it knockoff. Don't have to worry about anything. Toxic Orb's going to pop. So, is this the no? This isn't the PCL match. This is just for fun. We're waiting on Danza. He's not around yet. I have a ping. Where's the ping from? The ping is not from Danza. Everybody, false alarm. Yeah, T-Shen, if you want to battle, exclamation point battle, you fill out the form, you get in your list, and I go straight to the list and battle everybody on it. You know that, T-Shen. You know that. Goodness, T-Shen. Alright. We are going to switch out our Zangoose here. As, Drain Punch. Comes out. That's fine. Little bit of poison. Little bit of poison. Go for the protect. Drain Punch. Nope. Little bit more poison. Drain Punch. I might have been a roll. I'm not sure. The first one did 52 and I had 51 left. So I don't know what the roll was there, but it's possible that was a roll. Admittedly somewhat unlikely that it was a roll, but possible, possible. Alright, Largo. Alright, Largo. What you got for me right here, right now? Unsurprising switch into Tangrowth or Kyurem. Kyurem's a little bit more surprising. Kyurem's Kirim Sack is a Kirim Sack, I guess. Goes back out into Mian Chao. Drain Punch. Oh, we lived that. Wouldn't have mattered. You can get another one off. Doesn't really matter. Actually, arguably better that we live it and just force an extra turn of Toxic and stuff. Okay, he's gonna U-turn. That's fine. That's fine. Now, he's gonna go into Tangrowth here. What is this thing at for health? I don't remember. Full. Okay. So a little bit of chip from that. He's already lost his item, so we don't have to worry about that. Go for Facade here. Doesn't quite take it out. Giga Drain. It's not going to kill. You take a little bit of poison damage here. So Danza says he'll be ready in 10 minutes. So other battles will come after Danza's. I will maybe do some after the Battle of Danza. Probably. But he does say he'll be ready in about 10 minutes. So something to watch out for there. Watch this man have the fake out here. Choice Scarf fake out. Nope, you have the quick attack off. That's a solid amount of damage. And we are going to let him get a little bit of HP back. Like 18 HP back, so like 15%. He'll go back down to 50%. The real question just ends up becoming is whether close combat from a Hariyama Oko's this thing, because he is definitely going to get a Drain Punch off before I click anything, and that is going to bring him back to full because this thing's base HP is like 400. So it's really just as close combat Oko what do you call it? Mian Chao? Oh, actually, that doesn't even 2KO me. So that works for me. And he doesn't quite get back to full, but close combat will come out here. And it doesn't look like it's going to Oko. Oh, it does. Okay. So weirdly slow animation, but that is fine by me. Splurge, great game. Thank you so much for our weekly TBL unprepped battle. Good luck for the rest of your season. Honestly, that 1-0, very, very close. Hariyama has proven to be a monster on my team this season so far, in the one battle it came to. Now, the next person I play will be Danza, just a heads up, and that battle is going to matter for stats and things. So, in the meantime, I guess, while we're here, I will show off I can show you guys the team that I have, do my, like, team builder thing, you know, team builders. I do them sometimes. Let's see, where's PCL? Okay, cool. So, rocking out, first thing, we are going to be rocking a Choice Scarfed U-Turn Ice Punch Trick Taunt Azelf. This thing is going to be hopefully bluffing that I am not Scarfed by clicking Taunt on some of his slower mons. Maybe I should actually tell you guys what his team is. His team has not changed since last time I faced him in Week 2. Thunderous Eye, Hippowdon, Darmanitan, Alolan Muck, Comfey, Go-Goat, Deoxys Speed, Excadrill, Terrakion, Cofagrigus, and Mega Blastoise. Taunting something like Comfey, taunting something like Hippowdon, and then switching out because I like kind of get walled by them anyway, hopefully bluffing that I'm not Scarfed, so that when he brings his Deoxys speed in, I click U-turn, I outspeed him because I am EV to outspeed it, and then I am able to just do about 65%. I don't even kill it. I don't even kill it from full because it's actually surprisingly bulky. Ice Punch is sort of useful against something like a Scarf Thunderous Eye, which I also outspeed. As well as, I don't know, that's about it. That's really all my coverage is for. And then Trick, putting a Scarf on an Alolan Muck or a Comfey, really, or Coffagrigus, really just stops them from doing, or Hippowdon, really stops them from doing anything they want to do. So being able to do that allows me to... I don't need the Scarf, for instance, necessarily, so that'll help. That's that set. Next up, we have our Mega Gardevoir. Heal Bell, Icy Wind, Hyper Voice, and Will-O-Wisp. A little bit more supportive this week. Timid with enough speed to do something. That's honestly as best I can offer you information for. Probably outspeed the most relevant thing, which would be Excadrill not in Sand. That would probably be what I'm trying to outspeed right here. And otherwise, I don't actually know what my speed would even be for, since nothing else is that fast. Maybe even a modest Thunderous. I'm not sure. I built this team very, very quickly because it doesn't really matter. Icy Wind, really nice for speed control for things like the Deoxys speed. It's also possible I EV this to outspeed a -1 Deoxys speed. Hyper Voice, just great coverage every single week. And in fact, he actually has fewer resists than usual. And Will-O-Wisp is there because his resists are basically Excadrill. He also has Darmanitan, which is not a great thing for this, but whatever. Darmanitan doesn't like dealing with Swampert. Swampert is going to be Stealth Rock, Earth Power, Scald, and Toxic with a Rindo Berry because, I don't know, it needs a Rindo Berry all the time. I've been blown back by too many Grass-type moves for it not to have Rindo Berry. Stealth Rock, you know, you guys know. All these moves, just like, they're really self-explanatory. It's a Swampert. Next up, we have a Charty Berry, Nasty Plot, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power, Water, Flash Cannon, Thunderous T, which can set up on potentially the Hippowdon, depending if he has a Rock-type move. The Muck, potentially. I don't really care if my Charty Berry gets knocked off. Thunderous Eye is something I'm pretty free to set up on. I can set up a Nasty Plot. And then once I have a Nasty Plot up, I kill everything. It's just a matter of outspeeding things, and I don't outspeed, obviously, the Thunderous, the Terrakion, or the Deoxys, or the Excadrill in Sand. So we do have to watch out for those. And then I will be potentially revenge killed by something like a Mega Blastoise Aqua Jet. I honestly don't know what's going to happen this week. Next up, we have Assault Vested Heatran, Dark Pulse, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, and Lava Plume. This thing is really bulky and not... I don't know. We'll see. It's like max HP, max special attack, modest. Really bulky with like the rest in special defense. Admittedly, arguably, now this is something to think about. Assault Vest does more for you when you invest more in SPDEF. Because it just multiplies the number by 1.5, and a bigger number being multiplied by 1.5 is significantly larger than a small number being multiplied by 1.5. So I arguably should have gone 252 special defense with just the 12 and the HP instead of the other way around, but we'll see what happens. And Dark Pulse is there for Deoxys, which honestly, I don't know. Like half my moves, I'm like, I probably should never click that because like he's got a Terrakion and a Muck and things that really don't mind switching in on a Dark Pulse at all, and will be potential switch-ins to Heatran. Although Earth Power is pretty safe against those as well. And Lava Plume is just good Lava Pluming. I could have gone Magma Storm, I thought about it, but I decided not to. And finally, we are going to be rocking out with a Muscle Band Adamant Huge Power Diggersby, which is going to have Knockoff, Return, Earthquake, and U-Turn. I completely forgot to put Quick Attack on this set. I'm not going to lie. I also realized just now, as we're getting into this, that I don't think I put Happiness on this guy. So hold on, folks. We're about to do that. Because I'm pretty sure I did not maximize the Happiness on this, and I'm about to be real upset if I forget to do that. So let's see, Hondu Berry, yeah. So Hondu Berry, click on it, use this item, and yeah, be more friendly to me. That's okay, that's all good. You guys are, we're gonna use like 50 of them right now, but that's okay. We gotta make this thing more friendly. Yeah, and I clearly didn't do it because it's just becoming more friendly right now. It's a good thing I did this little team builder part, otherwise I would have been really disappointed if I tried to click return and it did nothing, instead of like all the damage like it's supposed to. Since his team doesn't really have a great return switch in, except for Coffagrigus, which I can knock off and U-turn and all that. If I get burned, that's fine. I end up being just fine with that because of the fact that I have the heal bell on Gardevoir, which is also a pretty good switch into the Cofagrigus as long as he doesn't have the Nasty Plot and start setting up with the Shadow Ball or something, or Hex or something. Became more friendly, became more friendly, became more friendly, became more friendly. You guys see how this is going? Jesus. Apparently this thing hated me. It won't have any effect. Perfect. That's where we need to get to. Oops, I didn't mean to go back into the bag. So I'll admit, I think I was gonna put, I was gonna put knockoff on that, and I forgot. So now you love me, which is great. That's the team. Next week we are gonna be playing Die in the final week of the PCL, and we'll see what happens in that battle. I might go a little more crazy with some of the sets that I'm choosing, a little bit less actual prep. See what happens. I might pull a Styx and do 10-minute prep just to see if I can do that. Styx didn't do so hot with it. Spoilers for the Styx video if you guys didn't watch it on the channel, but I certainly don't do well with it either. I did actually do basically a 10-minute prep against Brendan in the Scribattle, and it went about as well. Yeah, so I don't know where Danza is at this moment in time, but that's my team builder. I don't think I unfriended Danza. I don't think so. I have 10-minute prep is tough, but 20-minute prep. My worker Leonard, welcome to the stream, and Carmine Biancamano. I don't actually know how to say your name. I apologize. Welcome to the stream as well. I don't think I said that, but you've been here for a little while. He says he's getting his last Mons traded. I don't think I unfriended him. I don't see him, though. Should I watch Scribattle now? I'm not going to spoil anything. But Game 1 came out today. Game 2 comes out tomorrow. And if necessary, Game 3 comes out on Friday. Pretty standard stuff. Pretty standard stuff. Let's see. How do I want to do this? If anyone remembers last time, I tried to bring a rain team. And I think it could have worked if I was better with weather, but I don't actually know how to use weather, so that didn't work at all. So if anyone remembers last time, I did try to bring a rain team. I can't make my lower screen function when I'm streaming. It gets really angry with me if I try to do it. So I decided just to rock out with a picture of my friend's cat. Elisa's not here right now, but Kitten, if she ever pops into the stream, or Stripes, I believe is what she is on YouTube. That's her cat, and so that's going to be sitting there. And you guys can see what I'm expecting him to bring. It's not exactly what he brought last time, but it's close. I put in the Terrakion instead of the Thundurus, but he could bring the Thundurus again. I did actually add another water type onto my team, so that's certainly something that could exist. And he could also bring the Muck like last time, which I'm saying might be the Cough this time. I've changed my team almost entirely. Been enjoying Scribattle. If I want some feedback, do I create the letter pool the same as Scrabble? What I've been doing recently is actually just randomly generating 7 letters. Just at random. Not a Scrabble bag. So Joe in week 1 made a Scrabble bag on MATLAB basically and allowed me to pull from it. And he's like, let me use it again. And I'm like, I actually own Scrabble and could just grab my Scrabble bag and pull tiles out, and that would work just the same as using a code on MATLAB, which I could do. I would change the entire format of the video, so I'd need somebody to make me a new layout, because I am so bad at art that I can't even do that for myself. But for the last few, it has actually not been Scrabble statistics. It's just been straight random. You could get the same letter 7 times, mathematically, technically. It's very unlikely you would happen, but it could, by the ones that we've been doing recently. Although, Joe is still bothered by that, so he sent me his code. Could make it like the Champions League draws. I wonder if you could do like a, I'm gonna throw away that letter and take the next one, but like only one time. Or like a points thing where you are required to use a certain number of points. I wonder if I wanted to do that, where points are equal to the Scrabble tiles. So if you want like a lot of 1-point letters, then you gotta, and maybe I'd change them so that they were like more equal to what the actual Pokemon are. So like Y would be like a 10-point letter, and let's say you have to use, 16 points or something. So like, it's not like you can use up to 16 points. Like you have to use exactly 16 points. So if you want like the 1-point letters, like the M or the C or the L, you have to use some of the more expensive letters. And so, like, and Y and Q, those are probably like 10-point letters. X, and so like if you wanted to just go like X and then a whole bunch of 1-point letters, go for it. Like you can do that. But if you wanted to go with like, but then you get to like choose your letters, and that's a little bit different of a methodology in my opinion than what I've been doing recently. So I'm not 100% sure if I will actually follow through on that, but I think it would be interesting to give it a shot. At least once. So Danza is online, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, males and females, and everybody in between. Welcome to Jurassic Park. We are going to challenge Danza. I didn't even challenge Danza. I didn't even tell him I'm challenging him right now. Why is the cat so still? It's not a live feed of the cat, it's a picture. It's just a photo. Danza's gone. Danza's gone. Well, he's offline now. You guys can see that he's up there and I'm clicking his name and nothing's happening. Austin's here too. Hi, Austin. Except you're also offline. I don't know why it's showing me Danza and Austin being offline right now. It's a stuffed cat. No, it's a real cat. I could text her right now. I'll text Stripes and be like, come to the stream. Cat's on it. Let's see. Come to stream. Cat's on stream. Okay. Danza says he's coming back. I'm not sure what happened, but he's not back. He's just finding his charger. Well, my 3DS stays plugged in. I'm not excited to move, not gonna lie. I mean, I'm excited to move, don't get me wrong. But this will be the second time I've ever had to move this setup. And I have to move this capture card, which I hate touching, because, like, if it breaks, there's no getting a new one, right? There's no getting a new one if it breaks. And I only have the one. I don't have extras. And it's 3 months before Gen 8 comes out, so I still need it. You know? It's not like I would buy a new one. I have an Elgato, so I'd probably be fine to stream other things for a couple of months and just say, like, hey, guys, I'm streaming Smash, I'm streaming Three Houses, I'm streaming Animal Crossing, just taking a break from Pokemon, quote-unquote, because I broke my 3DS capture card. That's entirely possible. But I really don't want to break it, because you never know when the 3DS is going to be a useful thing to just have access to streaming. Even if I am primarily not streaming 3DS Pokemon anymore. And yeah, so that's something I'm thinking about in the back of my, like, things that Gold thinks about and, you know, keep him up at night. But yeah, so we've got, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. Not going to lie. In my head, I'm thinking maybe you should have prepped more. And in my body, I'm thinking, nah. Nah, PCL has gone some kind of sideways. Starting 0-4 was brutal. But I feel like I made the comeback. I made the run back. Danza! There you are. There you are. Guys, look at Danza. He's so pretty. He's so beautiful. On a scale of 1 to Jolt, how attractive do you guys think Danza is? Well, see, that's the thing is Austin didn't give any incentive to anybody but Danza to win the league. So, like, Danza's going to try hard, you know, and the rest of us are just going to be like, hey, we're having fun playing Pokemon. And Danza's going to win the league. Like, oh, Danza. Oh, Danza. This league has changed his life, though. He's been followed by Chris Hansen. Oh, God! The Diggersby's gone. Why? It's back. Okay, we're good. It just wasn't in the battle box. That could have been unfortunate if I just, like, had 5 Pokemon in my battle box. But alright. So, let's... I'm going to switch to in-game music for this. I'm going to switch to in-game music. Because I don't want to deal with other music. Not going to lie. Danza's done. We're done. Let's go. Here we go. Everybody's excited. I'm hyped. I'm ready. Pokemon battles. Go Goat. Bronzong. I didn't even know he had a Bronzong. When did he get Bronzong? I don't know. I don't have the thing for the sprite for Bronzong, which is always good. So I'm just going to leave an empty space there. And, yeah, we're gonna put that in post, maybe. Thundy. Can go there. Terrakion's here. There's no Mega Blastoise. There's a Go-Goat. There's no Hippowdon. Oh, he does have Cofagrigus. Okay, well, I'll leave that space open. And we can deal with Bronzong. Just for everybody's reference, that empty slot is Bronzong for sure. And on my side, my lead, let's see. I kind of want... So he's probably going to be Z Go-Goat. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't even know what he dropped for Bronzong. And he's got Cofagrigus, he's got Terrakion, he's got Deoxys. I'm going to lead with Swampert. Nah. Diggersby. I'll lead Diggersby. That's what we're going to go with. And we're going to rock out with this squad. No Mega Blastoise feels good, man. Feels good, man. Bronzong feels less good, man, because I just, like, don't... You know, when I don't prep for something... Admittedly, Bronzong isn't that threatening to my team, to be honest. If he's rocking Heat-Proof Bronzong, I'll just be, like, floored, too. Dallas. That is the Terrakion. We're in this, boyos. We in this, boyos. Let's see what Terrakion wants to do. It's probably going to just kill me with a close combat. Earthquake kills. Maybe he thinks I'm Scarfed? Worth? What is my Swampert? Is my Swampert physically defensive? That's a question you should be asking yourself when the battle starts. Alright, yeah, we'll go into Swampert here. I'm not going to sack off my Diggersby right now. That's a big old no-no. I'm not Scarfed, and I could bluff Scarf, but, like, y'all know how big of a risk that would be right now? Is he going to think I'm Scarf Diggy? Leading off with the Scarf Diggersby would be a decent play against his team, since it does check pretty much his entire team and can U-turn on the rest of it. But Scarf Diggersby can't even outspeed a Deoxys speed, so I thought about Scarf Diggersby and opted to go with the Muscle Band instead, since that extra 10% does give me a couple of guaranteed KOs where I would miss them otherwise. and doesn't lock me into a move, and doesn't only activate when I am using a super effective move. So return is boosted. I thought about Silk Scarf, but I figured, you might as well go with the 10% on everything instead of just the 20% on the return. Since things like the Cophagrigus and the Terrakion exist, I can get that extra 10%, that 10% when I'm rocking a knockoff or an EQ, instead of the 20% that I would get for Expert Belt. That is obviously better anyway, since I do have almost perfect coverage for his team, but mostly for the Thunderous, I think, is actually what this was for. And we are going to switch out, as he is going to stay in and probably just click Close Combat or Rocks. And there's the Close Combat. We are going to eat this. So we do get information. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. So are you Adamant? That's like Adamant damage right there. That's clean Adamant damage right there. Now you're at -1. So Earth Power. Earth Power exists. Even Scald is like 90% min. You don't have... Well, Thunderous can defog, I think. I could just Toxic here as well. Predicting Thunderous on the Earth Power, since I did survive that. Scald's also free. Scald's 100% free. If he goes for another Close Combat, then Scald kills. Do I need Rocks this week? They're helpful, but they're not imperative for my success. So I'm going to go for the Scald here. He's probably going to switch out. I could have just set up my Rocks there, but I should be able to get it out. Well, I'm not good. Well, with a Rindo? Thunderous Eye? Grass Knot with a Rindo? Maxed out at 116. And we see leftovers. Okay. And we have 119, so that's timid. If he's modest, then like the 50% chance to kill. Not even. It's lower than 50%. 119. It's 31%. So I can set up my Stealth Rocks here. And if Swampert dies, you know. That's fine. If he's Adamant Terrakion, then that's crazy to me. Because then he doesn't outspeed Guard. You know, which is fine. Although he could be Adamant Scarf. Goes for the Grass Knot, pop the Rindo. Let's see. We live that. We set up our Stealth Rocks here. And if he wants to go for the defog, I think my play is just to click Stealth Rock until he kills me. I'm just going to click Stealth Rock till he kills me. And he is getting leftovers back, so he may just do this till he gets his full leftovers back, which would be annoying. But we see the defog. And, you know, if I'm Danza, I say, okay, we're locked in this situation. I'm just going to get my leftovers recovery back here. So I'm just going to defog until you kill me. Or not until you kill me, until you prove to me that you're... not clicking Stealth Rock. So I think I'm going to click Toxic here. And there's the defog. And then I'm actually going to switch out my Swampert and be able to bring it back in again on the Bronzong. Since he's now going to be freely able to not click defog. But I do still have a chance to get my Stealth Rocks up. And I can very freely go out into my Thunderous here. And set up a nasty plot. So, I don't know what he's going to have for my Thunderous with his Thunderous. But there's no Rocks right now, but I'm not going to stay in. Since I do outspeed the Bronzong, as long as he doesn't get his own Stealth Rocks up, and I have no removal this week, so that isn't great. But this thing doesn't learn Icy Wind, it only learns Hidden Power Ice, which is really annoying. He could rock Hidden Power Ice, but I don't see him rocking Defog and Nasty Plot and Hidden Power Ice and not an Electric-type move, to be perfectly honest. I know I have 2 ground types that resist and an immunity in Thunderous T, so he may not run an Electric-type move, but I mean, I also do have Vaporeon and a handful of other things that like don't appreciate it, and that would make Gardevoir like hard wall this thing. So we're going to go out into my Thunderous, facing down his Thunderous. And there's the U-turn, so a good prediction on his part to know that I was going to switch out there, but it doesn't do very much. And he doesn't get any information about my spread right now. So he could go out into... What scares me right now? Terrakion? Tarak scares me a little bit. But I do have a Charty Berry. So I can Flash Cannon the Terrakion. Because we're going to live any hit. Flash Cannon's going to do a clean 70%. Or I just sack Swampert to the Stone Edge, which we live. He was probably Adamant. I think he's Scarfed. Yeah, we do live a Stone Edge. After the U-turn damage, it's like a little bit of a roll if he's Adamant max attack. But there's the Terrakion. 141. There's like 4 rolls that kill me with Stone Edge right here. But if he misses the Stone Edge, then we in great shape, is basically what I'm trying to say right now. So I'm going to click Flash Cannon, and he's going to miss a Stone Edge. Guys, I am calling the shots right now. We're going to click Flash Cannon. He's going to Stone Edge, and he's going to miss. He's not going to close combat. I'm never going to go into Heatran or Diggersby here, which would be the targets for close combat. Because Azelf resists, Gardevoir resists. No way, he's Rocky MZ? Oh! This man popping off right now. Alright, that's going to kill me through the Charty Berry. If he didn't have the Rocky MZ, man. Dude, we had the berry. He was like ready for the berry too. Wait, when did Terrakion become one of his Z? I don't even know it's his team anymore, dude. Rocky MZ. We don't even know if it's Rock Slide or Stone Edge. But okay, so Terrakion kills Thundurus T with Rocky MZ. Alright, so what do we have here to come in on a Terrak that it's clearly not Scarfed. It's clearly not Scarfed. Does Gardevoir take a Poison Jab, or do we just get 6-0'd right now? Because that'd be hilarious to me right now if this happened. So, Terrakion. Wait. Is this a Z user? According to my notes, it's not a Z user. Hold on. Hold on. I know this might, like, freak out the stream, but I'm, like, legitimately about to go check this doc right now. Because this Terrakion's not a Z user. Unless he made some sort of transaction for that. Let me check. We got time. We got like 30 more seconds. Come on, PCL doc. Oh, he did switch it. Okay. He did switch it over. So we can go into Gardevoir. Bronzong's easily his switch in here. I click Willow, I guess. He doesn't stay in because he can't kill me with Poison Jab. It doesn't Oko. So I'm going to Willow. Which is honestly my only way to win against Terrakion and to keep my Gardevoir healthy, because I have to sack something every time Terrakion comes in at this point. Because my Azelf can't touch it. Simple as that. Azelf has nothing for it. So he's going to switch out into Bronzong, which is easily his Gardevoir answer. He goes into Bronzong, I go into Heatran, 100 times out of 100. There's literally no reason I would ever stay in with Gardevoir. Or I go into Swampert, actually. Show me this Bronzong right here. Yeah. And I go 100 down to Swampert before the rocks come up and set up my own Stealth Rocks. There was no reason that I had to go hard into Swampert right there. And so we are able to burn this. If he goes straight for a whatchamacallit, Gyro Ball and I die, then, like, fine. Honestly, resisted Gyro Ball with a burn may not kill Swampert. It probably will kill Swampert, but I am a max Fizz-Def Swampert. So if Bronzong has no attack investment and is burned, then Gyro Ball's doing 4 to 5 damage. A max roll is 5, every other possible roll is 4. According to the damage calc, it is, quote, possibly the worst move ever. And that is to my Swampert, which has no speed investment at all. It does approximately 1.9 to 2.4%. So if he goes straight for the Gyro Ball, then Swampert's in for free. If he goes for the rocks, then Swampert's in for free. And he could go for like a Psychic, predicting the Swampert to come in here. But I get my rocks up here, which is something I think I desperately need. There's an EQ. Okay, so yeah, he's going to take me out, which is actually fine. Just because he doesn't have his Stealth Rocks up, but neither do I. But Bronzong kills Swampert with Earthquake. Now, there's no way for me to know whether you're Trace or Levitate. Not Trace or Levitate. Heatproof or Levitate at this moment in time. So I'm going to go out into my Diggersby, and I'm going to click... I could click Knockoff, but if he brings in his Terrakion, then he wins the game on that knockoff. So I could click U-turn here. Or I could click Return. That's not a good play. I could click Earthquake, scouting out his spread as he gets his Stealth Rocks up. He's probably Levitate. Like, he's gotta be a Levitator, you know? Because it's gotta be a switch in for things like the Terrakion. I could just U-turn. And if he gets his rocks up, that's fine. He's proving to me if he goes for Stealth Rocks that he is a Levitate set. So I'm going to U-turn. And if he goes Terrakion predicting me to knock off, then that's the only way I'm going to win this game anyway. Is going back into Gardevoir hard right there. So we're really behind the 8-ball on this one. Not going to lie. He does stay in. So he's probably going to set up his Stealth Rocks here. I did a decent chunk, actually. Muscle Band, man. That does work. Alright, so... At this point, I don't think he's going to go straight for an Earthquake. Just going to throw that out there. So I can go out into... Well, I'm actually going to go out into Azelf, I think. I'm going to go Azelf here. I could go Heatran. But I'm actually just... I think Azelf's a better play here. He's going to set up his Stealth Rocks, which is a turn too late, arguably. I probably should have gone into this thing and taunted instead of going Diggersby there after the Swampert died. I admittedly just talked about it, but forgot I had taunt. Now at this point, Trick looks like a pretty good play. Since Coffagrigus could come in here. I don't know what item this thing has, honestly. If Terrakion comes in, then I just gotta sack something and keep going. Basically, is where it all comes down to. Or I click U-turn and just keep doing that. And then just go Heatran. Yeah, let's do that. Let's U-turn. Let's U-turn. He's probably just going to stay in and click, I don't know. Oh, he's going to switch out. What are you going to go into? Terrakion. Can't trick that. Can't taunt that. Boop. That's damage right there. That's damage right there. We go into the only thing that can take a hit right now, which is Gardevoir. Doesn't like taking a hit with the rocks, but with Bronzong where it's at, Hyper Voice is much freer now. And I can always go into Heatran on the Bronzong. Well, he's got the Earthquake, so I can always go into Azelf on the Bronzong. And then U-turn out again. So, or you can Poison Jab, not kill, and let me kill you with a Hyper Voice, and actually give me a chance in this game, Danza. Would appreciate. Alright. So, because if this thing doesn't kill, then I have a chance between... That damage from Azelf was not insignificant from a resisted U-turn. So he's going to switch out. Right back into Bronzong. So yeah, Ice Punch is doing like 30% to a whatchamacallit? To Terrakion. So from this range, I don't think another Hyper Voice kills. I do think Heatran is more important than Diggersby. So I'm going to go Diggersby. If he Gyro Balls, fine. Doesn't really matter to me. If he explodes, fine. Doesn't really matter to me. If he Earthquakes, fine. We live that. But Gardevoir has two more switch-ins before it starts to become rolls on whether or not the Swampert or the Terrakion can kill with Poison Jab. If he's Adamant-Natured, actually, it might even be one more switch-in. It might even be one more switch-in if he's Adamant. So we're going to find out how that's going to go down pretty soon. We're going to go out to Diggersby here. And he's going to hard switch out into... Yo, this man making reads right here. TB12, that is the Go-Goat. That is the Go-Goat. Watch this maybe Scarf Go-Goat right here. Does Return kill you? Do I go for it, even if it does kill you? Return doesn't kill you. U-turn does like 80% though. I'm going to click U-turn here. I have a lot of speed in myself. That didn't make any sense. I have a lot of speed in this Diggersby. I think I'm guaranteed to outspeed Go-Goat. And I have a Heatran. He could go Earthquake. I could see that play being real. But my weakness... Well, it's not Z Go-Goat. It's not Z Go-Goat, so we're good, we're good. He could go Terrakion. I'd love it if he went Terrakion. We just get a huge U-turn off on that. I don't see him going Terrakion. Now, he definitely is going to think that I've got Quick Attack, and in retrospect, in thinking about it more deeply, I think Quick Attack would have been really useful in this match. But we don't. We don't have Quick Attack. Yo, it's double Z. That was his plan all along. Lull me to a false sense of security by going for one Z move, then popping out the second Z move. Keegan, which is the Cophagrigus. We're just going to U-turn off on this thing. Yes. Damage. Now we are Mummy. Now we are Mummy. Which is great. Just grand old great. And we're going to go out into my Nolan. And we're going to click Lava Plume. I could click Dark Pulse, but again, if he goes into Heatran and I click Dark Pulse, then I lose. Actually, well, no. No, I don't. Not yet. Because he can't click Poison Jab and lock himself into it yet. Oh no, he's not locked into anything. Duh! Yeah, we do not click Dark Pulse. Flash Cannon, potentially safer. But Lava Plume can burn things. I don't think he's going to expect Dark Pulse, to be honest, but he's going to switch out. Flash Cannon is easily the safer play because it does cover everything except the Bronzong, and the Bronzong doesn't outspeed me, so I can hit it next turn. So yeah, I'm going to go Flash Cannon. I don't think this thing can touch me, and he's not going to set up a Trick Room in my face because he's got a Terrakion. That's his win con. I reveal huge power. Oh, he got me. He got me with the Mummy. I'm sort of bluffing Scarf Diggersby. So maybe he's still worried about it. Because I've just U-turned every time. Which is, you know, worth considering that that's going on right now. So he may not think he's won yet, even though he's won. If he gives me Terrakion, then I think we have answers to the rest of his team. It probably would have been really nice if I had prepped for a Bronzong to exist, because I would have just thrown Shadow Ball on the Gardevoir. That's clean 50% Pain Split? Really? Okay. We shared our pain. Alright. I can do it again. How much does Dark Pulse do in comparison to Flash Cannon? Since that one gets stabbed, where Dark Pulse gets, you know, super effective. You're clearly not specially defensive because that Flash Cannon did way too much, so you're definitely physically defensive. So Dark Pulse is doing 58 to 69%. But again, if he goes Drakion on the Dark Pulse, then I lose the game. Risk it worth taking? It doesn't even kill from there. He's over that percentage, so why would I even do that? I guess the flinch to not let him Pain Split, but the Pain Split doesn't matter either. I don't care what Heatran's health is at. It's gonna die as soon as he goes into Terrakion. Flash Cannon. I don't see him going Terrakion after I just click Flash Cannon, not Dark Pulse on the Cophagrigus. That turn would have been the one to click Dark Pulse, because now I could put him in the mind games of, like, do I want to click Flash Cannon and predict, or do I want to click Dark Pulse? He'd be a little bit low. Actually, well, would he be lower? Yeah, he'd be a little bit lower, because there would be less HP to split between us, because he would have been taken about 10% more. But this is going to do a clean, you know, 45%, which is a pretty low roll, all things considered, and put him in range now. In range now of Dark Pulse. Go Terrakion. Go Terrakion. Do it. Please go Terrakion. Oh, I'm begging you to 6-0 me right now. Oh, I'm begging you to make this read right now. And just go Terrakion and sweep the rest of my team. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever wanted anything more than this. I don't know why all of a sudden I was like, you know what? Like, we are... I just need Danza to make this read that he's now officially in range of Dark Pulse from a Heatran, and I'm not going to click Flash Cannon again. Oh, Danza, please. Oh, Danza, please. He didn't make the read. He didn't make the read! Oh, he lived! He lived! And he set up his Toxic Spikes. How did he live that? That was like the absolute lowest possible roll. Because that thing should have done like 58% min. And I'm pretty sure that's what it did. Well, at this point he's going to let this thing die. And I'm not going to click Dark Pulse again. No, I'm not Scarfed. He knows I'm not Scarfed Heatran. He thinks I'm Scarf Diggersby right now. He clearly thinks I'm Scarf Diggersby. Are you going to take the 6-0? Oh, he's not going to take the 6-0 here. Pain Split, Toxic Spikes, Leftovers, and dead. So Heatran picking up a kill here. Works for me. So Heatran kills Cophagrigus with Flash Cannon. He might think I'm Shuka, but I'm definitely in range where Terrakion can kill me even through a Shuka Berry. I'm Salt Vested, by the way. But even through a Shuka Berry, Terrakion kills me at this point from this range. And I think I let my Heatran go down, since it doesn't actually wall Go-Goat. And if I'm thinking that he's adamant, guard out speeds. I mean, the roll he got on Swampert was massive. It was massive. He didn't go Terrakion. Why didn't you go Terrakion? You know I'm not Scarfed. Okay. I could Dark Pulse? But I think right here he's going to pull some wonky play and go into Terrakion. Like, I'm going to bait out this Dark Pulse, and I'm going to go Terrakion, and I'm going to win the game. So, in honor of that, I'm going to click Flash Cannon. Even though Dark Pulse has a chance to Oko this thing, and Flash Cannon doesn't. Crit him. Or double. Or double. Make this double. Stomping Tantrum. Life Orb Stomping Tantrum, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna... I'm gonna go out into my as elf here. Take a little bit of Stealth Rock damage. And I can just click U-turn. So no drawback play. I'll admit, I was not ready for that. U-turn doesn't quite kill, but pending his move choice, it will just put him in range of another life orb, so he'll just die to his own life orb. And hey, maybe he doesn't have poison jab on Terrakion. Maybe he didn't decide maybe he decided he just didn't want perfect coverage. Gonna double out into Terrakion. Okay. So you're gonna take another U-turn. Now this is where I could go Diggersby. Make the big boy play and go Diggersby. I don't do that. I don't make the big boy play and go Diggersby here. I go Gardevoir. I don't have a psychic move. I have Ice Punch. I have Trick. Can't trick this thing though. I'm just gonna go Hyper Voice here. If he's adamant, then you're right. He doesn't outspeed me. So he's probably Jolly, and he's not Scarfed. I keep thinking he's Scarfed, but he already showed the Z move, so I know he's not Scarfed. And from this range, Poison Jab does kill. If he's max attack Jolly. But if he's adamant, then I outspeed him. Maybe. I mean, I have a lot of speed. But I'm admittedly not max speed. I am timid, though. There's the Pajab. There's the Pajab! Which we do not survive. And I do not have an answer to Terrakion. I'm going to go into Azelf here. Since going Diggersby is just suicidal, Azelf has one chance. It has one chance. Well, two chances. One, I freeze him. That's an option. I can freeze him. Or two, he misses his Rock-type move. Since this Azelf does outspeed the rest of his team, the only thing that he can go into to force me out is Bronzong. And Bronzong's worn down to the point where I think Ice Punch plus Burn plus Ice Punch plus Burn would take it out, but I can't risk taking a Gyro Ball from that thing. But this is going to do 25%. It's going to do a clean 25%. Because we've seen how much the U-turn is doing. I can get this freeze right here. No freeze, Stone Edge, he lands it. This guy's Haxors. This guy's Haxors. Just kidding. Danza's a good player. Don't tell Danza he cheated. Don't tell Danza he cheated, even though he did. Watch him not have close combat. Oh no, he already showed me close combat, didn't he? First turn? Yeah. So I guess I just click Earthquake and die to a close combat here. Yeah, there's the close combat. Alright. Well, such is the way the world goes. Great game to Danza. I really wanted that Ice Punch to freeze, I'm not going to lie. But it didn't happen, so... yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. As you guys have seen today, we are officially eliminated from the PCL playoffs. We're just having some fun at the end of the season. So, not too worried about the like exact results. Obviously, I'm not throwing the games. I still think I had a chance to win that. Bronzong really threw me for a loop. I really need to check this dock more often. Also, Z Terrakion. Really, I thought that the teams were all like squared away and were good, and then turns out that I just didn't look at the dock. Which is, I guess, my own fault, again. This is the second time I've done that. And Tarak was Z. Yes, it was Z. Anyway. Wow, what an ending. Okay, here's the thing. The crazy thing about this whole ending, right? Karl's dead. Bronzong's worn down. I still have Diggersby in the back. I freeze Terrakion. Excuse me. I freeze Terrakion with Ice Punch. Or he misses Stone Edge. Go for another one. Freeze Terrakion, or he misses Stone Edge. Go for another one. Terrakion's dead. Thundurus dies to it. Freeze Deoxys, and we're good. It potentially OHKOs the Go-Goat, and Bronzong can't 1v1 a Diggersby. So, legitimately, the only thing standing in my way of winning that game was Terrakion. And if he didn't have a Z move, which I was not prepped for specifically, then my Thundurus was going to live. I was going to be able to pop a Flash Cannon off, put him down in range where those U-turns, and he couldn't have just kept switching it in like he did. Now, his play with the Bronzong, the EQ on my Swampert switch in, was a very, very good play on his part. And not going into Azelf straight off of that and clicking Taunt definitely hurt me in the long run. That was, admittedly, I had fun. And at the end of the day, it's a game of Pokemon. You're supposed to have fun. I do think this PCL team leaves a lot to be desired. I think a lot of these Pokemon are not my normal playstyle. Heatran, I'm finding, actually is my normal playstyle, and I'm actually enjoying the Heatran a lot. Diggersby I'm enjoying a lot. Swampert I'm surprisingly having a good time with. But I really don't think I'm very good with Thundurus T. Mega Gardevoir, I prefer regular Gardevoir. So, we'll see. In the PCL, though, I think like my record is something like 4-7, and in all other leagues in 2019, I'm like 5-2. So I think it's definitely something. Dude, Danza should have switched the Terrakion in the Heatran Dark Pulse. That's for sure. I don't think he was thinking clearly when he did that, because that would have been the play. That would have been the play. Also, the fact that he survived and got up Toxic Spikes was kind of frustrating. Not gonna lie. That was a. I'm gonna ask him. What was your cough set? Because if that cough lived on 1 and got Toxic Spikes up, which allowed Gardevoir to be in range of Terrakion after that one more switch into Stealth Rock, that's frustrating too. Yeah, he said he's max Fizdef, so he did not have. So that was a super min roll with that Dark Pulse. That in fact was like the lowest possible roll, or maybe the second lowest roll that I could have gotten, which is very indicative of how the New York Empoleon's PCL season has gone so far. Yeah, it would have made it so Terrakion to switch one more time. And I realized that after I was saying it, but the other thing is, forcing Terrakion to switch one more time meant something else was going to die, and the more things that died, the more likely the Terrakion was to stay in and let me get off an attack. And Gardevoir did not have to switch out again, I don't think, since I guess Thundurus would have forced it out, maybe, or Deoxys, and then once more one more Stealth Rock roll went up, then he was fine. So yeah, I would have really just set him back one turn on the... Well, you live and you lose. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and we are... Imagine if I sacked Swampert on the Z move. Yo. Game changing. Anyway, that's the end of the battle. I don't feel like I'm ready to end the stream yet. I've only been streaming for like an hour and a half, but I also kind of want to end the stream, and I have some other stuff I need to do. So to make it up to you guys, I'm going to end the stream, but I am going to be streaming tomorrow on my Twitch channel and Friday, potentially, most likely on my Twitch channel as well. So please come over there and hang out. I had a great time this battle, and I will certainly be coming back with a vengeance. Make sure that we go out on a positive note in the last week of the PCL, because I don't want to go out with a really bad record. Like I just don't want to do that. It just would leave a sour taste in my mouth, you know. So thank you all so much for watching. Tishan, I'm sorry about the battle. I would love to battle you. If you make playoffs and you finish second in your division and I win my division, then we will definitely battle. But otherwise, next Wednesday, come back, Tishan, and I will be here doing viewer battles again, and we'll be having fun with that. But regardless, thank you all. I should tweet out when I'm on Twitch. Okay, I'll do that. That's easy. I appreciate the little bit of a whatchamacallit, concept, idea, kindness. I don't even know. Thank you all for watching. I've tried to get away from this stream like 4 times now, and I can't figure out how to do it. So, thank you all for watching. See you guys tomorrow if you come to my Twitch channel, Friday if you come to my Twitch channel, or next Wednesday if you come back here, possibly next Tuesday as well on my Twitch channel. So lots of streams, lots of content if you check out my YouTube channel personally as well. Jolt said I'm allowed to give as many shoutouts to myself as I want, so I'm going to take full advantage of that. Come to my YouTube channel. I did just upload my APA Evolution Season 1 draft analysis today, as well as my Scribbattle against Brendan, Dark Devil 26. So if you guys enjoy that kind of content, come over there. Also, I'm doing PCL, obviously, so those battles are all getting uploaded, as well as the TBL, which are getting uploaded as well. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so thank you all. Oh my gosh, I read the chat and then I got distracted. I'm going to leave. Okay, stop holding me here. All of you. I'm going to leave, and I'm going to do it with keyboard shortcuts. I have no idea if that worked or not, but I'm going to try it anyway. It doesn't appear to have worked, but I think it did. I think it will.